Hi, my name is Mark, and I am an online software engineering student at the Flatiron School. Today, I would like to demo for you my Rails project. The name of the project is CT COVID Tracker, and as the name implies, the application is an API that actually tracks Connecticut COVID data statistics. I use the Socrata open source API to be able to access information through the state of Connecticut Department of Health. Information about the application, as well as a blog and the GitHub repository, will be listed below. The application is hosted on Heroku, so by all means, I would encourage you to check out the application. Provide any comments, suggestions, ways to make the application better would be greatly appreciated. So when you first access the website, the landing page will take you to a login prompt. So if you have not logged in yet, then you're going to get a response just stating a valid email or password. So you have two options in terms of signing up. One is to sign in with Google. And when you sign in with Google, it will ask you for your Google login credentials. We'll ask you for, chances are an email and a password. And once you do that, you will not have to sign up again. The second option is that you can sign up with creating any email, an email that is workable for you, a username and a password. And once you do that, then the information is committed and you no longer have to do that, and you just simply have to log in. So what I'm going to do is click on sign in with Google. And the first page that you get is sort of an information page for you. And the information page contains information pertaining to Connecticut vaccine data. In this case, it's as of Wednesday, July 7th. The vaccine data is only collected and posted once a week on Wednesdays. The COVID-19 data, which is the second part here, is actually posted or collected and posted daily, Monday through Friday. So again, there's just some information about what's going on in the here and now as far as COVID information is concerned. If we take a look at the actual breadcrumbs, the navigation links here, information can be gathered based on state of Connecticut totals, county totals, town totals, age group data, gender data, ethnic group data. And then there's also an area where users can post comments, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. And then the user has an option to delete their profile, which is to basically delete everything that they have actually have posted to the database. So if we take a look at state totals, right now, as you can see, there is nothing here in the state's pages. So if we click on select additional dates, and let's just put in a month's worth of data. So if we go from June 1st of 2021 to June 30th of 2021, and we click the submit button, what you'll get are two things. You'll get a graph just kind of showing what the COVID activity has been over the course of 30 days. So this activity on this chart is actually listing the total number of cases on a daily basis and whether there's been an increase or a decrease based on the day. So the supporting data below is actually what's used to generate the chart. So you have a date, the total number of tests. With this application, everything is cumulative. So the data that you see as far as the number of tests here, it's over 9 million. That is going all the way back to March of 2021. Okay, excuse me, I'm sorry, March of 2020, excuse me. And then what you will see is a daily change in the number of tests, and the daily change is comparing the previous day's data to the last day posted, the total number of cases, and the change in cases. So From on June 30th, there was an increase in the number of cases of 51 from the previous day. The number of hospitalizations, whether the hospitalizations have increased or decreased from the previous day, the number of tragic deaths. Again, the number of deaths is going back to March of 2020, and it's a cumulative. And then the death change from the previous day. So as you take a look at the data, you'll see that it's pretty self-explanatory. So within this view, this is for the entire state of Connecticut. So you have an option here where you can certainly delete, a row of data as you see fit. And as you do that, the chart here dynamically adjusts for the deletion of data. So if you want to just delete everything, you'll be asked whether you're sure you want to delete all of the rows of data. Click OK, and you're back to your entry point for states. So that's fine and well, but what I was particularly interested in is finding out, well, what's going on the various micro levels as far as COVID is concerned. So if you go in the county, again, there's nothing listed here. So if we select the date range, and again, we can do something like June 1st to June 30th. And in Connecticut, there are 7 or 8 different counties. And the counties are listed here. So if we wanted to take a look at one of the largest counties in Connecticut, Hartford, we could click on Submit. And this is all of the information for Hartford County. So again, you have the number of confirmed cases, the change from the previous day, hospitalizations, and the number of deaths. So if we wanted to compare Hartford County to, let's say, New Haven County, which happens to be like the second or the third largest county in Connecticut, we could go ahead, and we've already committed Hartford County to the database. So let's take a look at New Haven County. And we click Submit. And here you have a comparative chart of COVID activity. And again, this chart represents the number of cases, the case change per day per county. So you have, Hartford County listed in the blue, New Haven County listed in the red, and again, the data that actually supports the date range that you've selected. So if we go ahead, and we'll go ahead and delete that. I mean, you could certainly keep it within the database. It's fine. It will stay there for you. But if we go to the town level, and so now there's 169 towns listed in Connecticut, and we won't query all 169 towns. But again, if we use the date range of June 1st to June 30th, and again, we'll take a city or town of East Haven, Connecticut. Let's compare that with a smaller town of Ellington, Connecticut, with an even smaller town of Essex. And if we click on Submit, there's the information for the 3 towns. Again, the same thing, total number of tests, confirmed cases. This chart again represents the number of confirmed cases on a daily change base, if that makes sense. So we're looking at, for June 30th, the number of positive cases declined by 2. The number of deaths remained at 119, going back to the beginning of March of last year, and there was fortunately no change in the number of deaths from the previous day. So this chart represents, again, the total case change per day. So we'll go ahead, and we're just going to delete that as well. And if we move on to age group data, this seems to be one of the most interesting categories that people discuss, because some people are of the belief that there are more people that contract COVID and wind up dying of COVID based on their age range, and that may or may not be true, but the proof is in the pudding with data. So if we go from, let's say, June 1st again, and this isn't a long enough range of data. Let's do this. Let's go from the beginning of, let's go from the beginning of this year to, let's say, June 30th, 21. And let's take two of the age groups that are the farthest apart. So if we do from 0 to 9, let's do 80 and older, and we click submit. So this is providing, a chart which actually, again, is the number of cases, the case change. This does not reflect deaths. It only reflects, and as you can see here, net change in COVID cases between individuals that are in the 0 to 9 age group and 80 and older. So again, you can perform the analysis as you'd like. So the options are from 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, and again, within a 10-year span. And you can certainly select all of the age ranges and put in the dates that are of interest to you, just to kind of see how the data actually shakes out. We also have the option to do this with gender. So again, if we did, 01, 01, 20, 21 to 06, 30, 2021, this gives us a snapshot of about 6 months worth of data. And you'll see, again, with the charting, how this breaks out in terms of the number of COVID positive cases of women versus men. So we're going to go ahead and delete that. And the same thing can be done with ethnic groups. So if we took, if we just did 30 days worth of data, June 1st to June 30th, and we can take a look at, let's say, unknown, Black, and if we did non-Hispanic white, and you will see again with the line charts, the comparison of the number, the increase or the decreased number of COVID cases per day. So that pretty much is access to the data. The one thing I would like to do to extend the program at some point is to actually create additional graphs that will provide support for the number of deaths and also the vaccine rollout. How effective has it been based on population, based on ethnic group? That type of data, I think, will be extremely beneficial for research purposes as well. So the final part of the program is it allows the user to create posts. So the user has the ability to be able to provide some sort of commentary based on data that that they have received through the queries. So we could say something like COVID data on the decline in Hartford County. And then, just add in due to large vaccine rollout. Then if we just create the post, okay, it lists the author. I'm the author of that post. Title, COVID data on the decline in Hartford County. If we clicked on that, right now there are no comments, okay? But if another user actually sees the post, they have the ability to comment on the post. I'm just going to comment on my own post. It's for the info, will research further. And then if we just create that comment, So it tells me that I just created a comment just less than a minute ago. Again, with the information. And then I have the ability as owner of that comment to either edit it or to delete it. I can certainly edit it. And as you can see, there's a typo here. So I'm going to just get rid of that typo, update the comment. And it looks like there is a bug. Oh, how cool. But that's something I'm going to have to fix. But it will also allow me to delete the comment, and the comment is gone. Okay, so pretty much that is it for CT COVID Tracker. I hope you try out the application, and certainly if you find any bugs, please let me know. If there are any additions to or extensions to the application, we'd be more than happy to discuss the matter. And thank you again for your time.